Hi, I'm Sam Tucker. And do you miss the days when there was just one iPad and one iPhone? And the one that you bought would be the best, instead of it being the worst one. Well, I'm here to cut down and simplify by putting products into two separate yet equally important groups, consumer and pro, just like Steve Jobs did. Starting with iPads. There are currently 4 models of iPad. That's iPad, iPad mini, iPad Air, and iPad Pro. The mini is more powerful than the iPad, and the Pro is lighter than the Air. And there's a whole case of pencils that work with them or don't work with them. It's a mess. And so today, let's simplify. And we're getting rid of the Air. And so now in the consumer column, we have the iPad and the smaller iPad mini, which now has the same specs as the iPad, so it's even cheaper. And in the Pro column, we have the iPad Pros in their 2 sizes. Too easy. Next, let's talk iPhone. There's currently the iPhone 16e, iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Plus, iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and there's rumored to be an iPhone Air coming in the future. Now that is just silly. Let's chop these apples. The iPhone Air is not happening. Goodbye. The iPhone 16e, on the other hand, is a good option for people who have less money to spend. And here at Apple, we don't want those kind of people. So get out of here, 16e. And so in the consumer column, we have the 2 sizes of iPhone 16. We're not calling them Plus anymore. And in the Pro section, we have 2 sizes of Pros. We're just calling them Pros. There's no Max. Next, Macs. You have the iMac, the Mac Mini, the Mac Studio, and the Mac Pro. Now, the Mac Mini can have a Pro chip, but it's not a Pro, and the Mac Pro also doesn't have a Pro chip. So what are we gonna do here? Well, it's easy. The Mac Studio has a silly name, it never existed before, and just looks out of place. And so we'll be getting rid of the Mac Pro. I mean, what's the point of having a tower PC if you can't upgrade anything anymore? And we'll give its Pro noun to the Studio. And so in the consumer column, we have the iMac and the Mac Mini. And in the Pro column, we'll have the new Mac Pro and a bigger screen iMac Pro. Cool. And instead of Pro and Studio displays, we'll just have an iMac with the computer part taken out and call that an Apple display. There, fixed. MacBooks. This one's easy. We already have a MacBook Air for consumers and a MacBook Pro for pros. But what we don't have is a MacBook. And so we'll be taking the Air tag from the end of MacBook Air. Because if you want a MacBook to have Air, you should have given it fans. Let's talk chips. When it comes to silicon, Apple has too many implants. There's the M chip, the M Pro, the M Max, and the M Ultra. Why is Max not the maximum? It doesn't make sense. And so from now on, there's the base M chip for consumers and the Pro chip is for the pros, which is actually a Max chip underneath, but don't tell them that. And if somebody really wants the power of 2 chips stuck together, well then they can buy 2 Macs. There, profit. All right, we're almost there. Let's finish this off with a quick fire round. Get rid of the Apple Watch SE and just call the Ultra One Pro. AirPods Max is now the AirPods Pro, and the AirPods Pro are just AirPods now. And if people want a cheaper way to listen to their music, just put it in the box for free again. Just for fun, let's call Apple Intelligence Super Siri, and there's an Apple Vision Pro, but there's no consumer version. And so of course, get rid of the Vision Pro. No profit. And there you have it. The new streamlined offerings from Apple. Come on guys, let's keep it simple. Like our customers.
Subscribe today.
People wonder, how can an iPad case cost more than an iPad? We first take the cost of a basic iPad case. Then of course, we have to add an Apple keyboard and trackpad to that. We also have to add on a USB-C dongle. And after all that, We're still $3 short.